Hello, howdy. Waving, good to see you. Izaki, Just Bored, Crane, Glow, 639. Congrats on the baby. I don't have a baby. Don't congratulate me on a baby. I don't have a baby. It didn't make any sense. Oh, you mean congrats on Da Baby? My favorite homophobic rapper. That's huge. Thank you. Yeah, I guess. Thank you. I don't know why I'm congratulated, but hey, Atrioc, I got laid off from my job as a professional chatter. Oh, that's so sad. Unfortunately, there are no openings here. Damn. I would love to hire you. I know you have the skills, but we're full up. We're full up. It's a competitive market. It's a competitive market. You really have to be a world-class yapper to thrive in this environment. You know what I'm saying? I can train him. Do you think there are secret chatters, kind of like secret shoppers? Explain that to me. What would that job entail? I already don't know who you are. So, if you showed up, it wouldn't be like you're secretly fooling me. I wouldn't know. It doesn't. You could just change your user so it's working. Okay, I see. Staff lowering your ad rates. Oh, you mean like staff pretending to be regular pleb chatters and then coming in and chatting to see if I'm mean to chatters so they cut my ad rates? I'm never mean to chatters, so it wouldn't matter. I'm literally never mean to chatters. If anything, I'm too nice. If anything, I need to shut some chatters down, but I'm too fucking nice. Okay? You were mean to me, Sag? Shut up, bitch. Time out. 6 years. All right? Thanks for the 40-month sub. And that, folks, was Dan Clancy. I caught him in the act. Secret chatter, nice try. Nice try. We caught him right in the act, folks. It's that easy. It just takes a little bit of skill, a little bit of insight. Lots to talk about today, but I wanted to hear how everyone is doing. What is going on in your neck of the woods? Anyone have anything crazy happen to them today? Should probably ban everyone to make sure you get all the secret chatters. I could do that. If I banned everyone and then just schizo stream to myself. Might be a little less of a long-term plan. I sent out my MA portfolio to my community. Is this like a joke? Am I going to ask what MA is? You're going to say my balls or something? Because that would be good. I mean, you'd have got me for sure. Like, what's MA? And then you're going to go, my nuts. And then I'm going to go, damn it. Everyone's going to say VIP and master's degree. Interesting. What is the A in that situation? MA. Would it be MD? Master's Arts. I see. So you send out a portfolio to a committee, and then soon they're going to judge that? Do you have to go and defend your portfolio in front of them? Like a thesis? Or what? Masters agree. I have an hour-long combo with them next week. Okay, so if that hour-long combo goes well and they like your portfolio, then you get your master's degree. Is that what you're telling me? You're at the end of the rope. You're at the end of the line. All of the work will now pay off, and they will hand you the degree. Pog. Champ. That's fucking sick. Good for you. I hope it goes well. Inshallah, as I always say, because I'm cultured and worldly like that. Really like the long form video for mouthwash. Make that bag, big man. I promise you, the mouthwash video is not going to be my biggest revenue generator. My YouTube audience is scared. Okay? I have never posted any horror game and not had it go 11 out of 10. However, I think it was fun. And because it's long form, it's probably going to break even on other videos. But yeah, horror games just don't do it. The teardown video though is doing quite well, especially for gaming, doing quite well. Shout outs to Quack. I think he did a really good job on that. I almost want to pay him. I'm not going to, obviously, but I almost want to pay him. I think he did a good job. That was one of the most. I actually watched it. I watched it while I was driving. Well, not while I was driving. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. I drove to basketball. I had it on and I sat in the parking lot and watched it. Okay. Be honest with you. It's okay if you're on the highway and you sneak a peek at a stream every 3 seconds. Cancel me for that, okay? It's okay if you I have a contraption and I cover my rear view mirror with the phone and I play a YouTube video and yeah, I snag a peek at it. Is that, oh, I'm sorry, is that illegal? Is that a problem? Jesus Christ, what happened to this country? Trump's America, dude. It's too woke. In the Biden days, you could get away with that. MKBH Atrioc. He was there too. He was in the passenger seat. And he's the one who helped me set it up, actually. Anyway, I did watch the video and I was cracking up. I mean, it's easy to crack up when my hilarious jokes are carrying the content, but generally I don't laugh when I've already seen it, but his editing was so funny. It was like new stuff. So I thought it was really good. Atrioc, did you see that Kadokawa themselves offered to be acquired by Sony because at the risk of foreign takeover, bought by the Korean Facebook that wants to become the next Nexon? I did see this. Yeah, I saw that they were basically, they brought the offer to Sony, and Sony will be probably jumping on it. I mean, it's a big deal for them. I think if there's any, I made that prediction, and I'm pretty proud of it. This is a year in advance. And if you look at the video, how I did it was I just literally looked at how much money Sony has for acquisitions, and then I looked at the top 6 gaming companies in that price range, and then I made a guess. And the number 6 on my PowerPoint was Kadokawa. And so, but here's the thing. Of anything that Sony could buy for that price, which is like $3-4 billion, FromSoft punches above its weight so hard. Sony punches, FromSoft is like, it has so much more cachet and clout and power for the size of it than like anything else that size. It's a huge get. I think it's a huge get. I think Sony will be very pleased with the result. Assuming they don't fucking mismanage it into the ground. Actually, I think Sony should buy FromSoft and make them make Concord 2. That should be their day one. I think that should be the day one announcement, is that we are forcing Miyazaki and FromSoft to continue our ever-expansive Concord cinematic universe. Concord Souls, yeah. Concord Games Die Twice. That's good. That's fucking good. Atrioc, don't you feel like cigarette companies have been slacking when it comes to their marketing lately? I think cigarette companies have realized that if they don't do any marketing, then TikTok will make cigarettes cool for them. The second they try to market, they'll make cigarettes uncool. If they just don't do anything, the teens will make it cool on their own. Because sales are going back up, ticking back up. And they save money. And they don't get sued. It's a win-win. Should I buy a car now before tariffs make it dummy expensive? Actually, while I do think tariffs will make cars expensive, I think the bigger trend is the massive amounts of auto defaults will make cars cheaper. I think the longer you wait to buy a car, the better deals you're going to get, as more and more Americans cannot afford their car payment and get repoed. Auto default rates are ticking up massively. And there's like tons of dealerships with cars that are unsold sitting there. And they, especially on the holidays, they got to start moving them. I mean, you could probably get a great deal this holiday season on a lot of cars, especially like a Ford EV or something. Those did not sell. And now you have to be willing to drive a Ford EV. But like if you wanted a Mustang EV or something, those things didn't sell. They have to move them, and you can get fucking crazy deals. You can get crazy deals. I wouldn't buy a brand new car in general, especially if you're young, man. I don't know. I wouldn't do it, but if you do, look for a deal. Don't buy anything that is out of your price range because you can get something great. Earliest I've ever arrived, and first time I've gotten a live. I'm sorry, what? You're earliest I've ever arrived, but it's your first live stream ever. Yeah, of course. Then how do you know? How do you? This is your first time chat message. Of course. What a stupid message. What a stupid message. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the fucking stream. EU frog, I bet. Don't insult a chatter for being honest. All right. Well, first of all, I do that all the time, and I won't stop now. Secondly, you gotta learn. He's gotta learn the way of the road. You gotta fit it in quick. Now he's never gonna chat again, Sag. Here's what I've learned, and this is gonna fucking piss you off, but it's a fact. This is gonna get some caught emojis spammed. If you have, let's say, 3,000 people in stream, 2,000, 3,000 people, let's say whatever. Of those, only about 500 to 700 will actually chat. A little less than a third of people will actually chat. And that's it. I have a pretty active stream for my chatter activity ratio. Of the people that chat, almost all of them are fucking masochists. If I pull someone's message up and make fun of them, they will then chat for the rest of time. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that's the fucking truth of it. This new guy that I pulled up and made fun of on his first message, he's gonna be here in 2 years still chatting. I chat for the love of the game. The dope here, you know what? Just fucking bask in it. Everyone at Lutrine20 and say great message. Say I can't. Say VIP. Say you just fucking let's bombard. Well, VIP, dude. Yes. Just eyes rolling back in his head. The dopamine rush. It's better than the limitless drug. Hey, can I say, does Chatter get, I actually don't know this. It's probably a stupid question, even given that I worked at Twitch for 4 years. Can chatters choose the color of their name, or is it randomized? That's what I thought. I assumed it was like this. I want to say, Mondo, you've picked the best color. I literally think this particular like brand of cyan just always pops. It always pops when I see it in chat. Everybody that has this color, I feel like I notice it more. No, I hope we don't get a bunch more of them, but I'm just I'm just saying I like this one. I think it's a good color. You know, it's got a vibe. What about your color? What do you want me to tell you? I don't like it as much. Wrong pink name's better. I mean, I like that we have a variety of the color. It's not, it takes all types. But Teardownville was fire. Thank you for saying that. I personally edited it, so I take your full credit. Namaste. You know what I'm saying? I believe Quack wanted to edit it, and I said, stand down, little bro. And then I personally got into the old Premiere, Adobe Premiere, and I shuffled things around, and I made the jokes happen, and I sort of just built it by hand. So that was me. And I'm glad you liked it. I'm really glad you liked it. TTS was on fire, that video? No, don't give any credit to TTS. TTS in that video was literally glizzy, glizzy, and then a witch voice and vine booms. And none of it was... There was no intelligent thought to it. Absolutely not. It certainly didn't carry. That's what makes it great? No, it's not what makes it great. Dude, how does that logic work for anything? You say something bad and you go, that's what makes it great. Mike's Hardest, thank you for the 20 gifties. Sheesh. Mike's Hardest, you have a message I should read? Mike's artist said, "Hey Atrioc, 2 years ago you played my first song post Popathon, and a year ago was No Strings. Just saying, thankful for you and the community love the content." Thank you, Mike's artist. It's very kind of you. Much appreciated. And of course, thank you for all the music you've made for the community. Well, sort of I made, right? Let's not, I mean, I appreciate the gifties and I appreciate what you've done, but in a way, I made the music, right? Because I sort of inspired it, wrote it, produced, like, in a way, I'm not trying to, you know, like, obviously I'm a very humble guy and everyone agrees that, like, I'm probably the most humble guy on Twitch, but I do think that, like, it's hard to give you credit. Because if you get the credit, how do I get the credit? You know what I'm saying? You understand, right? So I think in a way, I sort of made the music, and you can, and you like, thank you for the gifties. Is basically what I'm saying. Atrioc, what's your Doge wallet password? Now, finally, a good question. Finally, a good question. My Doge wallet password is I love chat 420, blaze it, to the moon, go Elon. That's the password. And I just don't take all the Doge, you know? I always give a little bit of Doge to my chatters because I think they deserve it. So if you use that, you can get right into the wallet, take whatever Doge you need to have a happy holidays, and then leave some of it for the rest. Obviously, I put all my NVIDIA stock into Doge, so there's a good amount in there. They should make a Chrome extension that puts your credit score next to your Twitch username like an IQ indicator. Mine would be very high, not flexing or anything. Fucking based, dude. Fucking based. That's crazy. You would like to not even put your IQ next to your name, but it puts your credit score, which is, in your words, an IQ indicator. So everyone with a good credit score has a high IQ, is what you're sort of implying. Like, for example, if you had rich parents, that means you are definitely smarter. That makes sense. That does track. That's fucking track. That's badass. That is badass. Hey, Shrek, are you following the Alabama of the Southwest and the Sun Devils path to the college football playoffs? There's nothing about college football that I don't know. And your implication that I could learn something else makes me feel small. And it makes me angry. I'm probably going to ban you from my chat for this fucking question. Of course I know about the Alabama of the Southwest and the Sun Devils path. All right? Move them chains. Fork them. Okay? The thing about college football, and this is what they won't tell you, is that they play the real game. In the NFL, it's all commercials and sponsorships and refs, and it's gone a little bit woke. But in college football, they're playing for the love of the game, and that's why I watch it. Okay, move them chains. Hey, sure, I got a new job at Micron. Almost doubled my salary, but should I take the stock options? It's only a 5% discount with a quarter hold period. You're asking me, you put a lot of words to ask me, will Micron stock continue to go up? Bro, I can't tell you the answer to that question. You try to phrase it in a fancy way so that I'll tell you a unknowable fact. Here's what I would recommend. This is what my boss recommended. I didn't follow his advice. My boss at NVIDIA would tell you, of course you take the deal and then you sell it immediately. And it's just a bonus cash. That's the answer. That is the safe answer, is you take it and then you immediately sell it. You treat it like cash. And then it's a nice little bonus. If you are a long-term believer in Micron and think you'll work there for a while, you can build a nice chunk of change. And that's what I did with NVIDIA. I just didn't sell. And it kept building up over and over time. And then eventually, it worked out. However, that was a rare circumstance. And we are at a egregious. Where is Micron at right now? I mean, it's not so frothy. What's the PE? Micron PE ratio. Oh fuck, dude, it's 183. Yeah, I would sell it. I would sell it, bro. I wouldn't trust that. That's just me. I'm just telling you, I would not hold on to that. But I could be wrong. You can't come back to me later and be like, Micron went to the moon. I think here's the problem. Here's the problem whenever your entire net worth is also in a company that you work at. You are putting all your eggs into one basket. Like if Micron has a downturn, they might lay people off, which could include you, which means you'd lose your salary and all of your savings would also plummet in value. Do you understand? Like when you have your savings in something else, then if your company does bad, you're not. It's a risk. Either way, bro, it sounds like you're fine. It sounds like you have a good job, you got a big pay increase, and you're getting stock options. So maybe you're not the biggest problem to worry about. All right? Buy Counter-Strike skins. Buy Counter-Strike skins. You see the rubles took a massive somewhat? Yeah, can I just give a quick update here? I've talked about it a couple days in a row, but it's very interesting. Russia, is really hitting the repercussions of a war economy. The Russian ruble, which is their currency, continues to devalue against the dollar badly. Look, we'll see it right here. Look, dude, it's fucking tanking. And they're getting inflation, like 72% inflation in the country. Mortgages, like trying to get a mortgage in Russia is near impossible. It's impossible here too, but they have lower house prices. You just can't get a fucking low percent mortgage. Again, things are breaking down. All of that to say, I still remain. You can call me a pessimist, or you can call me whatever. Just don't call me late for dinner. I still remain that they are winning as much as you can be winning in Ukraine. But it has an enormous cost. It is having an enormous cost to their economy. And the hangover effects from this are going to be felt. Even if somehow the war ended tomorrow, this is going to be felt for a fucking long time. Good time to visit? I guess if you want to try and pull the Japan gambit, if you can get there, I mean, yeah, if you have an American dollars, you could have quite a. What about the Ukrainian dollar? I mean, Ukraine is worse off, obviously. It's not great to start the stream talking about it, but Ukraine is in a tough spot. Just the country's blown to shit, dude. It's not cool. Chance of being drafted while visiting? That's fucking crazy too. Yeah, what I was reading about it is like, at first, all the people that were getting drafted drives up the wages for everybody else, right? Because if a ton of able-bodied men are being sent off to war, then people left behind are in demand for most jobs. So wages went way up. People in like the big cities of Russia, for the first years of the war, were experiencing only economic gain. It was like, they were like, this is great. And now the cracks are really showing. Again, like I mentioned, they're locking up the butter. There's so much grocery inflation. There's like people robbing grocery stores. They're, it's just, it's getting bad in Russia. Did you ever finish Kaput? No, I'm still reading it. It's great. It's great, but sad. And I'm going to make a video. I'm going to make a video about what's going on in Germany. And I'm excited to do it. Any Thanksgiving food recommendation? You guys want to talk about that? Just quick sidebar, just for a fun topic. the best Thanksgiving food? There is an answer. There is an answer. But I'm interested in what you're saying. Lunchly. Dude. Hey, sport! Look who came out of their room to join the family. And it's you coming out of your fucking computer room, peeling open a Lunchly and eating with the family because you don't like green beans. No, he won't eat the vegetables. He won't eat the vegetables, but he loves his Lunchlys. Our little man. Grandma, it's too drippy. I like my cheese drippy, bruh. Atrioc, I have a huge college group project. Well, let's talk about Thanksgiving. Remember, what's this? Sorry, what's this? Thanksgiving food tier list maker? Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, this is actually so easy. This is actually so easy, and I'm going to be right, and I apologize if it offends you. I apologize, but my facts don't care about your feelings. We're going to start with turkey. Depends on how you make it. I'll put great. I think turkey is the centerpiece of a Thanksgiving, and done well is quite tasty. However, and this is an important caveat, if you're not putting cranberry sauce on your turkey, God will not let you into his kingdom. God will not let you into his kingdom. Cranberry sauce saves turkey. Okay? So I just want you to understand that. If you're like confused because you lived a good life and then you get to the pearly gates and you're like, oh, sorry, no. This is why. It's because you eat the turkey dry. Pumpkin pie. Well, okay, I was going to get back to that, but I'll just jump into it. Pumpkin pie is S tier. Pumpkin pie is ahead of apple pie, but both of these are S tier. This is the best part of this is what I was getting to. This is the best part of Thanksgiving. I love eating fucking pie. I love pie. It's delicious. Pie is one of the greatest foods ever made, and it's an awesome way to end Thanksgiving. After you're already full, you stuff down some pie, and it's awesome. And you sit on the couch, and you just feel fucking bloated and full and great and satisfied. I love pie, and I love these two pies, and I love pumpkin pie a little bit more. Put a little whipped cream on there. It's fantastic. All right, these are already the start. Biscuits, it's fine. Brussels sprouts, yuck, gross. Vegetables, gross. Squash, gross. Maybe, I put maybe. Jellied cranberry. I don't understand the difference, really. I mean, I know there are the difference, but like, I don't have this very much. I'll put it in a maybe. Cranberry sauce is fire. Fuego. Love me some cranberry sauce. Green bean casserole is okay. Could be pretty good, actually. Cornbread, love that. Corn, love that. Corn and cornbread both make it to great. They're fantastic. Creamed corn, however, is down in maybe. Dinner rolls? Okay, so dinner rolls during the dinner are not good. However, the next day, when you put leftover turkey and cranberry sauce inside a dinner roll, it's elite. So I don't enjoy the dinner rolls during the Thanksgiving dinner, but on the next day, it's like the best possible thing. So I'll put it in elite, but you have to understand that it like, gravy's goated. Gravy's great. Ham is in elite tier of the meats and the main events of Thanksgiving. Ham clears turkey every day of the week. When you have a big tasty ham, it's fucking good. All right? True Thanksgiving fans know that the ham is the star on the day of. And if I ate a bunch of ham and some cranberry sauce and some cornbread and some corn and some green bean casserole and some gravy, and then I ended all with some pie, I've had a perfect Thanksgiving, and that's a fact. Mac and cheese is quite good. I'll put it in great. I love a little mac and cheese. Mashed potatoes, I'm not going to say hard pass, but I don't like them. No, mashed potatoes, I'm putting hard pass. I don't like mashed potatoes. This is my most controversial take. I know it. Now, a baked potato with a little butter and a little salt, I could fuck with. But just a big flop of mashed potatoes, I find to be distasteful. I'll put it in maybe, but it's not. What is he cooking? You've had shit mashed potatoes. I've had good mashed potatoes. I've had bad mashed potatoes. All right. I prefer a baked potato. That's just, I'll stand by it. This is not for me. I feel like also mashed potatoes is too filling for the flavor. It's the filling flavor ratio. Okay. I want to get a lot of flavor if I'm going to get myself stuffed by food. Mashed potatoes fills me up too much, but not enough flavor. I put it here. Stand by it. Red wine. What am I, a fucking Facebook mom? I drink fucking Prime at the Thanksgiving table. Okay? I'm at the kids' table. I can't have red wine. This is crazy. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. It's not a requirement for me in Thanksgiving. Okay? Roasted vegetables. Roasted vegetables are okay. You need to have you want to have them on the plate, but they're not the main event. You want to have some on the plate. I don't like the screenshot they use because this is not the best. Like a good roasted vegetable could be like, I don't know, like a cauliflower or roasted broccoli or something like anything like that. It would help. I hate these. I'll be honest, I fucking hate these. Maybe it's just potato stuff that it's like not doing it for me. I hate these. These suck. These don't even taste good to me, and they're like of a weird texture, and I just don't like them. And I understand that I know that big potato. Much like George Soros, has paid off a lot of my chat. I know it's busting a lot of chatters to pretend that you all have some kind of mandate to pro potato. I don't believe it. It's astroturfed. It's not real. These are not good. They're not tasty. They're not tasty. Okay? Scalloped potatoes, not good. Sparkling juice, this shit actually bangs. Now that's good. That's what you drink at the kids' table, but think you're drinking wine. That shit's fire. That's up here and great. Okay? That's good. Obviously, that's tasty. In fact, this whole great row is just making me hungry right now. It looks fucking awesome. Stuffing. Stuffing's a tough one because everyone knows that stuffing's kind of meh. Even if it's made super well, it's kind of meh. But it would be crazy not to have it. I think stuffing may make it to great. Because I would feel super disappointed if it wasn't there. But I'd never, ever, ever, unlike everything else on this list, would have stuffing outside of Thanksgiving. So I don't know. Maybe it's top of okay. I'll put it at the bottom of great. Sweet potato casserole. Okay, this is going to make me sound like a child, but I would rather eat Sour Patch Kids than sweet potato casserole. I don't like it. I don't like sweet potato casserole. Okay, I don't like it. I'm going to put it down here in a maybe. I don't like sweet potato casserole. I don't like it. Sweet potato. The only thing I like sweet potato for is sweet potato fries. Because they remind me of fries, which reminds me of fast food, which I love. Yum, 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 McDonald's. Okay? But I don't really like sweet potato casserole. Specifically, men. Where's the turkey? Turkey's here. And I stand by this. And let God strike me down if even a single one of these is wrong. Imagine I explode right now. This is a base tier list, all right? The thing about tier lists is it's about me being correct. It's about telling the honest truth, okay? And that's what it's about. And I think what I've done here is I've spoken truth to power. I think what I've done here is I've actually created sort of a platform for people that needed it. I feel like I've done a almost heroic act with this. I'm gonna sleep better tonight knowing that I've done this. Anyway, fellow pie enjoyers, I salute you. Fellow dinner roll and ham enjoyers, I salute you. Anyone who enjoys anything above the okay, I think we could all have a great Thanksgiving. And I don't care if you come to my Thanksgiving and eat all this stuff because I don't want it. More for you, I guess. Crazy to see this. Crazy to see this. Oh, it was about coffee. Never mind. Hey, Atrioc. I met a guy on Tinder 2 months ago, and we hit it off because he saw my Enron hat and asked if I watched you. We bonded over your content. We've been dating ever since. So turns out watching Atrioc is Riz. Yeah, no, facts. Facts. Watching Atrioc is Riz. That should be our slogan for the stream, really. Anyway, congrats. That's very nice. You probably knew the second that you met an Atrioc chatter that you were dealing with someone who was kind and thoughtful and capable of making great humorous jokes regularly. So you'd be laughing nonstop. And that is what you got. That's what you got. Imagine dating an Atrioc chatter but finding out that they're one of the people that posts on Reddit 6 paragraphs. No! I lost the lottery. I got the bad one. I got the Redditor Atrioc viewer. Fuck. Disaster. Oh, speaking of that, should I do this today? No, we'll do it a different day, but I sold a ad spot on the Clips channel. I sold an ad spot on the Clips channel to Rocket Money. We love Rocket Money around here. And the idea is this. I'm going to do a Clips channel video where instead of answering chat's questions, I respond to YouTube comments. And this will be a monthly series where I just pick YouTube comments that are on the Clips channel and I give an honest response to them. But we do it live, and then you guys can make fun of them or whatever. And so that'll be cool. I think I have to do it pretty soon. So maybe I'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. And I'm gonna pick the Clips channel questions, and I'm gonna fucking yell at some people because that's what I want to do to some of these chatters. I'm gonna yell at them, but also it'll be like, hey, if you leave an interesting question on the YouTube, there's a chance that I get because right now there's 3,000 people in chat, but there's like 200,000 on the Clips channel that never get to ask a question because they're not in here spamming glizzy. And so now they can. So it'll be cool. We'll do that tomorrow. Do you could build these walls, I tear them down. Fuck them. That's what they get for not being here. So petty, right? So needlessly petty versus someone you've never met. It's actually hundreds of thousands of people you've never met. Nah, true though. On God, facts. Hey, what? We are not talking about that. One thing I want to talk about is apparently Kamala Harris is crashing out. I watched only a little bit of the video. I wanted to watch it with chat. Apparently, she, against the advice of her advisors, posted a video where she looks, I'll say it, drunk. Let's see. This is the video. Fair warning. Yeah, like drunk ant energy. You know what? It's Thanksgiving. Everyone can have a couple drinks. Just probably don't sit in front of an American flag and post it to everyone. Anyway, I only watched the beginning of this. We'll take a look. And, I'll be fair here. But the screenshots that I saw, at least, were tough. Let's see.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Back at you, brother. You are such an extraordinary leader, and we have become lifelong friends. I
W.
just, in
Tim.
front of everyone, I want to thank you, Tim. You lead with courage. You lead with heart. You see the people. You care about the people. You believe in
Who the
uplifting
hell
the
is Tim?
dignity to which all.
We're talking about Tim the Tap Man, who was actually a big advisor on this Democratic um, campaign. He threw his hat in the ring and helped a lot. Um,
People are entitled, and you do it with and you have a sense of fun when you're doing it. But you are an extraordinary leader, and obviously the people of Minnesota are very, very lucky to have you there. But you are a national leader and a dear friend, and thank you.
all right.
Noel, thank you for your work in Pennsylvania and all that you did for our campaign. And let me just say to everyone on this call, I am so grateful for you, and I'm so thankful to you. I'm thankful for your love of our country and your willingness to put the work into it.
Okay.
I'm thankful for the faith that you put in me and Governor Walz and our team. And I am thankful because I know your character is such that you're not going to get knocked down.
Okay.
And you're in this fight. And you're in it for all the right reasons. And I know that about you. It's why you're part of this call right now and all the work that you did over those 107 days and even before. That's your nature. And the
Yeah, it's fine
outcome
so far.
of this election obviously is not what we wanted. It is not what we worked so hard for. But I am proud of the race we ran. And your role in this was critical. What we did in 107 days was unprecedented. Think about the coalition that we built, and we were so intentional about that. You would hear me talk about it all the time. Being a daughter of parents who are active in the civil rights movement, I know and believe that.
Okay. This is so talk to death, so I almost don't need to say too much here, but just factually, there was not a coalition built. I just want to be so clear that, like, pretty much every group they lost share in, except for, and this is almost damning for me. This is the one group where she outperformed Biden. It is white people, college educated, who are well off. I'm actually not kidding. That is like the one group that shifted more. And realistically, from an economic POV, those people did quite well because they own assets. And people that own assets did quite well over the last 4 years. And so I think from that POV, it's a very disenfranchised group. That, not saying, again, it's like, I don't want to, if you hear this and you don't know statistics, you might think that, like, more poor black people voted for Trump or whatever. I just mean compared to Biden. Compared to Biden, she lost ground in every group except for that. Finally, you guys win one? Yeah, thanks.
The best movements that are about progress in our country mean that it's leaders that we are dedicated to the coalition, to bringing people together that seemingly have nothing in common, but have everything in common. A coalition where we bring people together based on a deep love of our country and our understanding that the strength of our country will be a function of our willingness to put in the work, and that we will do that work with a sense of joy, yes, with a sense of work ethic and understanding that it's going to be hard, but it's good work. It's good work to be engaged in a collective fight for America's future.
If she had a Modelo, yeah, what's funny is that now that I've actually watched this speech, and there's more to come, maybe it gets crazier, but I think she should have been drunker. I think she should have had a beer in one hand and kind of waving it around. The thing is, America likes that stuff. I got to be honest with you. The age of like respectability politics is so over. Trump was on Theo Vaughn talking about cocaine. People, America wants to fuck. They want your vibe to be better. Give her a Miller High Life, and I'm tuning in.
And it means so much to me and to Governor Walz that you knocked on doors, you called friends, you called in favors. You said, hey, I showed up at your softball game. Now I need you to show up at the campaign office. You put in the time. It was personal for you. And you gave all that you could to support our campaign. Because of your efforts, get this, we raised an historic $1.4 billion, almost $1.5 billion from grassroots supporters alone. The most.
So I heard about this. I think it's so crazy to mention this. I think it's so crazy to mention the money that people gave you that went to nothing. They didn't work. It's not, I would never bring that up. I would just never bring that up because, that's like a Kickstarter telling you about all the money they raised for a product that you didn't receive. It's just like nobody wants to be reminded about all the texts they got to donate and then finally gave in and gave $25 or whatever. And then that's just not, you never bring that up again. It's the cost of doing business in America. It's the political cost. Like I understand they got to raise money. I understand they got to run a campaign, but after you've lost, don't keep bringing up how much money you raise. That's crazy.
In presidential campaign history. Nearly 8 million donors contributed an average donation of about $56 to fuel our people-powered campaign. And understand
that's crazy. I would never include that.
The work that we did included the work that so many of you here did, which is to talk to first-time voters. Many of you are first-time voters. And to talk about how being involved can make a difference. And that remains true. And that's one of the pieces that I just want us to please take away, that our fight for freedom and for opportunity and for the promise of America, it included, for example, almost 4 million first-time contributors to our campaign because of the work you did of helping people know that they can be engaged. And that
I gotta say something. This is gonna get me mad from every side, but I stand by the POV I had a week before the election, during the election. I voted for her. I am so happy that I guess, you know what? I'm hopeful for 28 because she did not win. Because if there was 4 years of unemployment ticking up and this is her type of response, it was just going to be, it would just brutalize any chance. The person that would come along they would resurrect Hitler. You know what I'm saying? And he would win. After 4 years of this kind of speech over deteriorating economic conditions, it would be an unwinnable. Anyone they put up would win. I know that there's going to be, I talk about it all the time. I'm going to cover it. There's going to be some challenges this administration, and I'm going in with an open mind on certain things. But I personally think the idea that we have to just constantly accept whatever to win the next battle and hope it won't get, I think it's crazy. I think she's just not an inspiring speaker. This is so tough. And this kind of rhetoric over, again, inflation has never even got back to 2%. Inflation is still at 2.7, ticking back up again. Inflation has not been back to 2% in 44 months. People they're just gonna keep getting madder, bro. And I think she would have been set up for absolute failure. That's fine to say if you're not an immigrant trans. Okay, here's the thing. Here's my honest opinion, is that immigrants and trans people will also exist in 2028 and beyond. Okay? And so I'm trying to think about a solution that works for a long term, that also coincides with improved economic conditions so that we can lock it in. Okay? I'm not only thinking about one foot in front of the other, do whatever we can for you so it gets worse later. I'm getting a little heated, but I just believe that's how it would work, okay? I believe that if she won, whoever they ran against her in 2028, anyone would win. And I think 4 years of this kind of rhetoric they would just be able to blame everything. Everything. And she would have no good answer because she's not good at building narratives or anyway, that's my opinion. What about court, justice, and yes, I understand. Dude, I understand all that. I'm aware of everything. I'm aware of all of that, but I think maybe I'm thinking about it from a marketing POV. Maybe I'm thinking about it from I just can see how like her winning would be so advantageous for them. It would literally help them more than anything else than having to try to show what they can do. I truly believe that. So maybe you disagree, and I'm happy to listen to your disagreements, and I'm always down to talk about it. And I'm sure I'll get 4 Reddit posts that I can read about this. But I truly, truly believe that it would have set up a nightmare 28. This is the Macron playbook. Dude, Macron's getting cooked. Dude, I can talk about France too. Dude, you know everyone's getting a new government. Indonesia's getting a new government. Japan's gonna get a new government. France getting a new government. Germany's gonna get a new government. Canada's getting a new government. Not China. Not China. Not Russia. Britain's going to get a new government again. Keir Starmer's popularity's in the toilet, like 6 months into his leadership. It's a tough pill to swallow. I understand that. I understand. I understand that. But you can understand my frustration that if you ever describe any problem that requires, I don't know, that has bad choices, or that people will just tell you about why one of the choices is bad. They'll just, they're, it's like if I was, an example I've used is if you're talking about like, well, I'm not gonna get into it. I just think there's a disturbing lack of, nuance and the ability to see more than 5 feet in front of your face, I think, for some of this stuff. But I'm open to hearing. What's your
That they're not outside, that they're inside, that we're all in this together. And that work continues. The work must continue of reminding ourselves that we have an ability to stay engaged in a way that will make a difference. The work that you all did, it's going to have lasting effect. Again, I'll say, the election didn't turn out like we wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly not as we planned for it to.
Mm-hmm.
But understand that the work we put into it was about empowering people. That's the spirit with the work we did. Our spirit and our work was about saying that it is a strength that we each have to lift people up as opposed to beating people down. It is a strength we have that has lasting effect. So all that work that you did that was about engaging with other people, engaging with perfect strangers and in their face seeing a neighbor, that has lasting effect. It reminds people that there are leaders like you who care and will bring us together.
Dude, I can't.
And sometimes in the darkest moments.
This shit's just word salad, bro. This shit is just word salad. I just, I don't know. 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 This is the best speech. I think it's intended for America. Yeah, I do think this is like for people that worked on the campaign, right? To be fair. And I also, I also want to be fair here, is that I saw posts with screenshots from this. They were like, oh man, she sounded so drunk. I'm watching 6 minutes in. She doesn't sound drunk. She sounds fine. But the speech itself is like, I guess just from where I'm standing, it's like such a fundamental misreading of the moment in America, and then also like what people want her to talk about. That's what I. That's.
As people lose faith in that. Are there people out there that feel that way? And you reminded people that yes, there are, and there are a lot of us. And that strength cannot be taken from us. That is our strength. It cannot be taken from us.
Okay.
So listen, as I said the day after the election,
listening.
I still strongly believe the light of America's promise will burn bright as long as we never give up and we keep fighting.
Okay.
And the
True.
fight that fueled our campaign, a fight for freedom and opportunity, that did not end on November 5th. A fight for the dignity of all people, that did not end on November 5th. A fight for the future, a future in which all people receive the promise of America.
Okay. Sure. I agree with that. It's just not going to involve you. And like, I just want to just trace the line here. Like, she ran in the Democratic primary and was extremely unpopular and didn't get a lot of votes, and then was selected as Joe Biden's VP in kind of a cynical manner. And then because he did so bad at the debate and had to drop out, she was kind of shoehorned in without a primary. So it's like, by the way, when that happened, when Joe Biden dropped out at that time, before she started running and things started changing, she was like one of the most unpopular VPs in history. I mean, her approval rating was very low. So she's just not. It's not like she was a generational candidate that. Kind of Biden's fault for that? Dude. You're telling me Joe Biden could have done better at that debate? I don't think so. I watched it pretty closely. He was crackling. Two things that Biden did that were kind of fucked up was, number one, not drop out sooner. In fact, I believe Biden said he was going to be a one-term president before he won in 2020. He said he just needed to do it to stop Trump and get things back on track after COVID. So he should have done that earlier. Just if he planned for it from the beginning instead of being forced out. It's so much more embarrassing when you're like, yeah, I'm running. Only God could make me drop out. And then you fumble the debate and then you drop out. That's way worse. It's just a worse narrative. And then secondly, when he dropped out, this is the theory, we don't know what happened, but he endorsed Kamala Harris in his dropout post to torpedo anyone else, which is also fucked up. They could have done a quick primary. They could have done something. Could have got a better candidate. When you're the last to leave the battle bus, you'll find the loot has already been taken. Winston Churchill. That's such a powerful quote. Winston said that? That's really powerful. That does apply too. Damn, you really found the right quote for the moment. Probably after a few drinks too. Can they clone Bernie? Young cloned Bernie but he's like fucking 6 years old because he's like 4 years old because I don't have much time. Yeah, I don't know if that would be great. I don't know if that would be great. Um, um, how do you think people react when Trump does not fix any of the actual problems people are mad at? I've talked about this many times. I think Trump is a con man, bro. I think he only cares about himself, and I think he's not going to fix any of the problems he talked about. Specifically, and most importantly, the economy. I think the war in Ukraine will end during his tenure. I think, you know, there's probably a couple things that'll just end. But I think he's not going. I think the economy's going to get worse. He's going to have no actual plan to fix it, and the things he do will make grocery prices go up. And I think, unlike some of you who are perma-doomers, people will respond to that as they have hundreds of times in history. And is it too late to change my vote? People did Google that. But at that point, is there anything that can be done? Dude, that's so crazy. Is there anything that can be done? You think it's just over for the world? You know how many 4-year periods America's had that were bad? And you're like, nah, this one will be bad, and there's nothing that can be done ever again. It's over. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I'll watch more of this.
No. A fight that is about a fight for the ideals of our nation, the ideals that reflect the promise of America, that fight's not over. So look, we still have a lot to fight for, okay? A future where every American can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations, where the women of America have the right to make decisions about their own body, not their government telling them what to do. Our fight for the rule of law, for freedom for all, for equal justice, for the sacred principle that everyone, no matter where they start out, has certain fundamental rights and freedoms that must be upheld. That's not over. That fight's still in us, and it burns strong. And I know this is an uncertain time. I'm clear-eyed about that.
I gotta pause real quick. Obviously, I'm not a fan of this campaign, and I'm, airing some of that out right now. There's some people in chat who are saying woke mind virus unironically. You're in the wrong chat, bro. We only use that ironically here. If you actually think you're in the wrong place. I just need to be clear about that. You're fucking up my vibe. Okay? I understand that I've realized that my beliefs on things are actually a pretty narrow Venn diagram. Not a lot of people agree with me. Where I stand with my deep focus on the economy, and I understand that there's people that have many varied takes, and they don't land exactly where I am on the Venn diagram. I understand that. I get that. And people are going to have different takes. But that's so cringe. It's such a cringe way to talk. To say that type of shit unironically. So you don't have a kindred spirit in me just because I think Kamala Harris ran a dog shit campaign. I
know you're clear-eyed about it. And it feels heavy. And I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November.
Talking to Joe Biden.
And you have the same.
Talking to Joe Biden because he can't remember. Because he certainly doesn't. Obviously, right? He certainly doesn't have the same power. Nor do the people she's talking to. This is so empty. This is such an empty speech.
Same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you. Look, this mission that we have, it takes hard work. But as you've heard me say many times, we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work can be joyful work. And in doing our work, we will remain committed and intentional about building community.
Wait, who that's in chat? Who dat? I thought you were busy. Wait, holy shit, chat, we're doing a special segment today. Who dat is going to tell us about the secrets of Amazon. We'll do it right after this. If you're available. Who dat has been working undercover at Amazon for 3 months now and is going to tell us the dark secrets. I message you. You're ready whenever? Okay, let's finish this Kamala Harris speech.
Building coalitions, reminding people that we all have so much more in common than what separates us. We will be armed with the faith and the fuel that tells us what is possible and then drives us to achieve it. So let's continue to organize and mobilize and stay engaged. And I thank you all. I thank you all. We are all in this together. All right? We are all in this together. And on this practical eve of Thanksgiving, I wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving with
Thanks,
the ability
Kamala.
and to find the ability at this moment to just remember there is so much to be thankful for. And so I wish for you that you are surrounded by the people you love and who love you. As you know, I encourage you to be around family in whatever way you compose that family, but to take a moment and just reflect on all the good you have done and all the good you have yet to do. We are powerful, those of us who love our country.
All right.
And we've got a lot of work to do.
Thanks, Kamala. I'm with my family right now, okay? My chat family, and we're all going to think on that. We're powerful, and we're going to do... Anyway, she didn't sound that drunk. She didn't sound that drunk, but it's just... There's not a single line from that speech that's going to stick with me. It was so emblematic of what I think was a pretty weak campaign. Oh, wait. Robert Stacks! Thank you for the 20 gifties! Robert Stacks Unsolved. Thank you for the 20 gifties. My God. I'm so proud to have raised over $100 from gifties in this chat. I wasn't able to win my race, but I will use that money personally. Thank you, Robert Stacks, for the gifties. He's on glizzies for sure. That speech is very Mayor Pete pill. I disagree so much. Mayor Pete has a firm grasp of the issues. You know, he can come off he comes off a little too policy wonk sometimes. He gets too in the weeds, but that's better. That's better. That guy can go on at length, in depth about something he knows a lot about. It's not all like platitudes and high level stuff. Yeah, he's a nerd. He's a nerd. So I don't think he can win. I think America's got a distaste for nerds. I don't think he could ever win, but I like to hear him speak because he knows what he's fucking talking about. He knows more than me on a lot of things, and he really goes in depth and I'm going to learn something. Anyway, let's bring we need a hot man like Biden with the brains of Bernie. Your idea. Yeah, retweet +1, dude. Retweet +1. We need a hot man like Biden. Flirt. With the brains of Bernie. He used to be hot. You know what? The accusations are not wrong. I do believe Biden used to be hot. Well, I mean, yeah, he looked pretty good. Young Biden. Jack. You can get some ice cream with this guy. You can get some ice cream with this guy. No, not the same person. Yeah, of course. Dude, you know how old Biden is? Of course, it's the same person. This is probably from the fucking 40s, dude. It's Biden, dude. It's the 60s? Yeah, I mean, he's probably like 30 something in that. He was born in 46, 47. So it's probably in the 70s. Maybe late 60s. Who is your celeb man crush? Oh my God. I probably have the most basic answer in the world. My answer is Faker, actually. But I don't think Faker's particularly. I'm attracted to Faker's drive more than anything. But like, if I'm talking about which celebrity, I'm like, dude, he's attractive, would be Ryan Gosling, and that's such a basic answer, but he's a talented actor, so it like works. You really just friend zoned Faker? Faker, I think we're better as friends. You know what I'm saying? I love your League of Legends gameplay. I just don't think there's a spark there. I got to go hang out with Ryan Gosling. I just don't really see you like that, Faker. All right. Well, Faker starts solo queuing silently. Just hits next queue. We need to get Houdat in here. This is like when all my friends I'm sorry. This is like when all my friends start talking about their taste in men, and I'm just sitting there being mostly lesbian. Well, if you're mostly lesbian, then some men you find attractive, so you get it, right? Oh, femboys. Okay. All right. I can see how that would narrow. You'd have a circle that doesn't include Ryan Gosling. I get that. Your Venn diagram does not include Ryan Gosling. I get that. But I don't think that's that crazy. It's like, you don't need to call me out in front of chat. Hey, if you chat, it's open season. Every chat message is open. What I'm saying is, like, you can understand that, if like someone was talking about people that they're attracted to that I'm not attracted to, I wouldn't be like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I can understand the concept of attraction. I've been saying Ryan Gosling over Reynolds for years, just saying ever since The Notebook. You know what's funny is I haven't seen The Notebook. The thing I thought Ryan Gosling was true. I was like The Place Beyond the Pines. Have you ever seen that one? That's just it's such good acting, and it's like that's like what Drive, bro. If I was ever attracted to Ryan Gosling, Drive made me straight again. I fucking hate Drive, dude. I'm sorry. If I have to hear that Real Human Being song one more fucking time, no. And he's a real hero. No, I think Drive is one of the most overrated movies of all time. And I'm a big Ryan Gosling fan. I think Drive is so overrated. Lars and the Real Girl, that's a great movie. Lars and the Real Girl, Half Nelson, Fracture. These are all great Ryan Gosling movies. Place Beyond the Pines, The Nice Guys. These are actually good movies. Drive is for people that don't care about anything else other than the aesthetic. It's fucking people that spend a lot of time on TikTok and they fucking write their own movie reviews and they just care about aesthetic. It's not me. All right. Pre-season 3, Walter White had me on my knees. First of all, graphic. Second of all, that's your man crush? Pre-season 3, Walter White? I can be honest with you, I've literally never heard that. I have never heard anyone say that ever. Season 1, he's like pathetic, right? Season 2, he's like, spoiler alert, doesn't he murder Jane? Essentially, let her die? What? At what point are you like, damn, he's hot? You can fix him. You can fix him. Walter White, hot. I shouldn't be Googling this. I'm not gay, but Walter is so damn hot. On Mom, eat the soup. It isn't that hot. And the suit. This is peak? That's crazy to me. That is crazy. I will say he's got surprisingly defined pecs for a guy who's supposed to be like this totally out of it science teacher, doesn't take care of himself. Silco is your man crush? Okay. Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man 1 is kind of sheesh. Okay. Robert Sean Leonard in Dead Poets Society? I don't even know. RDJ in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang? Oh my god. Okay. Matthew McConaughey, Jamie Lannister. Oh yeah, I mean, classic. Jamie Lannister, season 1 Game of Thrones. Professor Snape in episode 7. What is attractive about Snape in episode 7? This?
My lord.
The one, does it truly answer to me?
You're a clever man.
Now, what about Voldemort? Now, that's hot. Would. Absolutely would, dude. Look at that. Sheesh. What that... Is he our next president? No, he's too young. Far too young. My gay crush is Danny DeVito, 80 years old and still as handsome as ever. I think Danny DeVito has a very attractive spirit. I could totally see someone being like, who cares about physical appearance when someone is this, has such a zest for life, is just a generally kind, good person who spends a lot of time laughing with friends. Like Jack Black. I can see why Jack Black is attractive, even if he's not conventionally hunky. People tell me that because I'm ugly. Well, I think it's true. I was talking to a girl at, this is a while ago. This was at like MLG Anaheim or something. And she was telling me, she's like, can I confess something? And she looked up at the stage and she was just telling me how incredibly attractive she thought Day 9 was. And, you know, Day 9 is I mean, a good-looking normal dude, but if you know Day 9, he's not like a supermodel or whatever. And she said it was because she's just like, he's so passionate. He was up there like screaming about StarCraft, and she's like, yeah, I just think it's awesome. I think it's awesome how fucking passionate he was. He's like really passionate. He like cares a lot. He's, so he thought it was really good. And I just remember thinking, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, some kind of energy. I don't know. Anyway, there's a lesson in that. Da, 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 da. The guy that keeps yelling at Bronny James? Yeah, I think that guy's attractive. The awful coaching. Because this guy's passionate, dude.
Bronny James is faking an injury to avoid playing in games. Do the Lakers do anything right? JJ Redick's terrible, so the coaching's awful again. And Bronny James, who's actually not a bad player, as you will see, isn't playing in games. Play games. Look at this right here. Does he look injured? This is the last 4:41 of the fourth quarter. It's the last we've seen of Bronny. Then he was on the injury report the next day. Shot goes up. Bronny does a great job from the corner here. Look at this. Shot goes up, going for the offensive rebound. Him going for the offensive rebound here takes this defender with him on the box out. So now this other Lakers player isn't going to get boxed out and leads to an easy offensive board. He's not hurt! How is Bronny James hurt? Where's this shin contusion when he's picking up 94 feet? He is already an elite defensive player.
If that doesn't do it for you, there's something wrong with you, dude. That's passion. That's fucking passion. Some people will never get passionate about anything in their whole life as much as that guy gets passionate about ripping on Bronny James. Do you know what I'm saying? There's something beautiful about that. Jeffrey Skilling, he's so passionate about fraud. So true. Anyway, without further ado, we need to bring on Whodat 950. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new segment called Undercover. It's like Undercover Boss, but it's Undercover Entry-Level Employee. Undercover Entry-Level Employee. Featuring the one and only Whodat 950. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Who has been working undercover at Amazon as a delivery truck driver and is going to tell us the realities. Maybe some of you consider taking this job. He's going to tell you what it's like and what he's learned and what's going on. Who dat?
Yellow, what up?
My
What up?
God,
What up?
that's
What up?
fucking loud.
Wait.
I got it. Holy, that's loud. I think I fixed it. You can talk. Wait, I can't hear you now.
Well, I gotta say, you guys talked about man crushes, and literally no one mentioned me. I was looking in chat, not a single one. Not a single one. Come on, you guys.
Sheesh! In the
Somebody.
uniform? In the uniform and no one's talking about man crushes?
I'm just saying, you see that picture of Hassan with his cock out yesterday on Twitter?
No, I did not see the picture of Hassan with his cock out.
Okay, it
How
wasn't
does that-
out. But it was out, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't really. Do you want to link me? Can I show it on stream?
Yeah. Just go. Fuck. Okay, 1 second. I can find it. Actually, I can show it. I'm using.
Is it on your
OBS.
fucking desktop or what?
Yeah, I gotta dig for it. 1 sec. Hold up.
Okay.
Get in there. Hassan pics. 1 sec.
Hassan picks.
It's not. They're not. It's not all.
I just need to
Okay.
make. You can. I can't. I don't want to get banned or anything.
I'm
What
pretty
is-
sure you can show this way. Hold up.
You're pretty sure? Oh,
I'm pretty sure you can show that, right?
Okay. I guess it's a. Yeah, I mean, there.
I'm just saying. I've got
can
that
see.
exact body type right here.
Right. You. Yeah. Okay. So you're at phase 1.
I'm Fat Hassan.
You're-
I'm
yeah,
just saying.
you're at phase
the
one.
potential's there, you guys. I'm just saying.
The
Please.
potential is there, for sure.
It's there. Okay, so next time you guys you have a segment about man crushes, chat. I'm expecting at least 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't forget who that 950, folks. Who dat? Welcome on
Anyway,
the show.
Amazon.
Yeah, I want to talk about Amazon with you. When did you start at Amazon? Oh, well,
like,
before we continue, I got to ask you a question.
okay.
Are you at all worried about doing this on stream? Should I be? I need to be very careful here because.
I mean, not really. I don't think that there's anything I'm gonna say that they're gonna be like, holy fuck.
No, I don't think so either, but I just want to be sure because I would feel terrible. I would feel terrible if you got in any trouble. So I just need to be 100%. I need to be ready here.
I probably won't, but if I do, I'll blame you 100%. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, I mean, I won't put anything in YouTube that would be
I
risky.
think it's gonna be fine.
I think it's fine.
being real.
So anyway, when'd you start at Amazon?
It was literally like the day I got back after the Atrioc concert.
Okay, wow.
So yeah, right after that. So it's been like 2 months pretty much. I think I was actually looking. I have 34 like actual work days.
34
did.
work days at Amazon. And what has been your experience so far?
Fuck, dude, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. It's not fun. But it's really not that bad though. Like it sucks, but it's not like a. It's not like I'm gonna blow my shit off smooth. You know what I mean?
I would hope not. I would fucking hope not. Okay, so but it sucks. Can you tell us some of the way? I want to know more like the day to day. What's first of all? Did they just throw you right in, or like what? How did you?
Yeah. So that's the thing. The turnover is so quick. Like since I've been there, I've probably seen like 30 new people that have come in and then been gone in like the next few days.
You've only been there for 34 days, and you've already seen 30 people churn out.
Yeah. It's like people just show up for a couple days and they'll be gone. Like maybe sometimes they might be on like a different schedule, but I don't know.
No, I mean I believe you. I heard it's one of the highest churn rates of any job ever. I mean, I heard they've gone through millions of Americans. They're running out of people because they can't people have already tried it and they don't want to go back.
Yeah, and going along with that, you can tell by the way the upper employees, I mean, I don't want to say they don't give a fuck about anybody, but it's like it's kind of hard to because people will just drop out or
oh, they know you'll be gone, right? So they're just okay, I see.
Yeah. And like pretty much every day on the little phones that they give us,
Yeah.
they'll give us like survey questions, and like I would say like half the time the question is, do you plan to be a delivery associate in the next 30 days?
Really?
And I'm like, I always answer yes, but you know.
Who would answer no? That's basically saying you're gonna quit.
Yeah.
It's like, who's gonna answer no and then keep showing up? That's essentially asking right there if you're gonna quit. 30 days is nothing.
Well, to be honest, with a lot of this stuff, I don't actually know, like, especially the like back end and like anything above the level that I'm at.
Yeah.
I don't know shit. I just show up every day. They're like, all right, you route this and you do this. And I'm like, okay. Now I get in the van, load up the shit, and deliver it. So like, I don't know. It's like,
You still there? Did I lose you?
train.
Oh, no,
train.
I got you. Yeah.
No, yeah. So like anything beyond like what I actually do,
Yeah.
as far as like how the back end works, I don't really understand as much, especially because I just show up and
No, for sure.
I just do my thing. I don't really talk to anyone. I kind of just get my shit done.
Okay, so tell me about, like, first of all, you said they threw you right in, right? So were you like immediately?
Yeah, it's like 3 days of training, which is just like you're literally just sitting in a classroom watching videos, and then like they walk you around one time, and then they have you drive the van around the block.
Okay.
And they're like, all right, you're good.
Okay.
And then your first day is you have a trainer with you who just does the route alongside you.
Okay.
And they give you what's called nursery routes. So they're basically, it's just less stops instead of like the usual. So like it'd be like I think my first one was like 98 stops.
98 is a nursery stop?
Yes.
How many is a normal?
I'll get into the workload in a second.
Okay.
Especially with the holidays coming up, I'll tell you about my story today, because I'm not just wearing this outfit for fun. I think I started work today at 10:30 my time, so 8:30 your time, and I got off like an hour ago.
Okay, but it's not as hard as streaming, right? Like, you understand that, like, this. I don't want to be.
Streaming's way fucking harder.
Streaming's way hard. Okay, we both agree.
So
yeah, obviously.
Way harder.
Obviously, because it's like there's
gosh,
just we can all agree. That's a fact. Okay, so wait, tell me about this. Because so walk me through a day here. You're waking up at 10 a.m. and you have to deliver for 8-9 hours. Like, what and how many stops?
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like the usual for me is probably around like 140 to 160.
Jeez.
Oh wow! Look at all those emotes.
You're not even live. What is this from? How is this?
Well, I'm using my OBS, so if someone follows me, it'll pop up like that.
People are following you live.
No one follow me, or if you sub too, they'll also go off. Weird.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy.
You go follow
Hey guys, don't go follow me right now. Don't sub. It'll really mess up this stream. Okay. Just please. Guys.
Oh,
What are we doing here?
Guys, what are we doing here?
No, it's okay. I turned it off. I turned it off.
You should follow him though.
All right. Here, I actually have some pictures as I'll walk you through a day.
Okay.
So you show up and there's just a dispatcher sitting at a little table inside the warehouse with all the vans.
Okay.
And there's just a line of all the other delivery people, and you just go through the line, get to the front, and bro will just tell you your route number, and then which pad to go to load up your van.
Okay.
So then you get your phone, you scan the VIN or whatever, and you got to do a little walk around of your van to like check everything, like check the tires, check that you're supposed to check and make sure that there's like no dents and no dings. But the vans at my specific place, they're all fucked. They have huge dents. The bumpers are missing on half of them. They're all scratched up. And literally almost every single van Here, actually, I took a picture of it today.
Okay.
Literally every single van, it has like 3 or 4 different things going off on the dashboard.
Oh, like
literally every single one.
you just ignore it.
Yeah, you just ignore it and like
Just
you oil
oil
at the end of the
change.
day, but they're like,
Yeah, that's funny.
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, but like all these vans have over 100,000 miles. So they're old, they're raggedy. Yeah, it's tough. One day my van smelled like piss. It was terrible.
Wait, why? It's your van, right?
Well, no, you kind of just you get assigned one.
You just get a
randomly.
new one every day. It's on the same one.
Yeah, like
Okay.
sometimes you'll get the same one throughout the week, but most of the time you kind of they'll toss you around to where.
So there's that.
Also, it's not just Amazon vans. Like a good like half the time you'll get a rental van, which is just literally a little white van that you just fucking rented.
Oh, really?
That is smaller and the inside is sometimes it works better, but it's literally just like a fucking truck bed back there half the time.
What I want
Yeah.
to ask about that, because you bring up piss, and that reminds me of a famous Amazon story, people having to piss in bottles.
Oh my gosh. Hold up. I really sat down today and I had to lock the fuck in to not resort to this. I had to lock the fuck in. There's been many days where I truly think, I'm like, is this the day where I've got to do it? And I'm like, I cannot stoop this low. This cannot be my life. I think I'll have a D1 crash out if I actually end up pissing in a bottle while working at Amazon.
Bro's only 34 days in, and he's having multiple days where he's avoiding a crash out of having to piss in a bottle. That's crazy, bro.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you actually get out on the road,
Yeah.
like you're able to take your breaks, but the workload often is so much that if you take your breaks, you're gonna end up getting back late, and then they're gonna get mad at you or whatever.
Yeah, you're gonna fall behind. That's 100%. That's the
and
piss
you're
in the
gonna fall
bottle story.
behind. Because yeah, the only way you can get to especially where I deliver is like real rural Texas. It's literally an hour drive from just the dispatch to actually get to where we're delivering packages.
Okay.
So sometimes you're out in the middle of the sticks and there's not a gas station in sight. There's no way you're gonna be able to take your break that's only 15 minutes and find a gas station to go pee.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've not had to
Okay, but the system they
yeah,
set
well,
up
yeah,
could
but-
like encourage you to piss in the
It's
bottle, because
I've definitely thought about it. Oh, like honestly, I'll be real. If I didn't think that I might get caught, I would have done it. I would have done it, or at least peed on the floor outside. I don't fucking know. It's tough out there, man.
No, 100%. That's the whole thing. That's the whole criticism of Amazon, is that like they don't tell you to piss in a bottle. Obviously, they just make it so the system is set up where you don't have enough time to do anything else. Like you have to, 100%. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Let me ask about. So how does it work? You're like, you are given a certain number of things to get done for the day. You can do it however fast or slow you want, but you have to finish, or how does it?
Yeah, you just have to. So it maps out the route for you.
Yeah.
Like it'll literally have like numbers. Like today I had 169 stops. It was like there's a little dot all around the map that's like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Going all the way up.
Yeah.
And you can technically reorganize it if you want to. Nice. Yeah, you can reorganize it if you want to, but usually you don't, because it takes a lot of time and it's way easier to just go with what they have.
Yeah, why
set
would
up
you
for
want to reorganize? I'm sure the map is fine, right?
Well, you'd want to, because the app fucking sucks, and sometimes it'll send you like into a neighborhood and then back out to get like a random business and then back into the neighborhood.
Okay, I can see why that
Why
sucks.
am I going back and forth?
Okay.
You're constantly going back and forth. The GPS doesn't work half the time either.
Interesting. That feels like that'd be priority one. Like that being bad is so stupid, because you're just wasting so much time.
Oh, someone in chat says, I delivered through Irvine 4 years ago. Do they still make you cover other people's routes if you finish early? They don't make you, but like, if you finish early and then they're like, hey, this guy, he needs some extra help. Can you go and rescue him? And you say no, it's like, they'll give you the nastiest look when you come back.
What
So
the
it's like,
fuck?
it's like, Yeah, and also it's like sometimes you'll be the guy who's getting rescued. Yeah, they literally call it rescuing.
Do they ever?
So-
I mean, do you get extra pay or anything for that?
I mean, for the extra hours, because it's like
Right, it's
it's
hourly.
just
Okay, yeah,
it's
yeah.
all hourly. So
Yeah, but you're probably exhausted at that point, especially if you. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, no, one time, this is actually my first time on the job by myself. I finished up my route, which I mean it was a little bit smaller because again it was my second day, first day on my own.
Yeah.
I finished the route. The guy's like, "Hey, do you wanna rescue somebody?" And I'm like, "Oh, I really don't want to." I didn't tell him that, but in my voice I tried to convey it, and I was like, it's my second day, but I guess I can."
And he
and
just
guys
took
like,
it. He just.
yeah, he's like, okay, here you go. Go to this one.
He's not gonna.
So I drive up to this guy, and let me tell you, I truthfully feel like every time I've rescued someone, it looks like they've been in a war. They're always sweaty as hell, like fucking 1,000-yard stare, and they're like, "Oh, thank you so much for helping me out, man. Thank you so much." Like this time, the guy, he was at an apartment complex and he had to keep going up and down. He was literally drenched in sweat, and he was like, "Man, this never happens to me." He's like, really looked like he was about to cry about it. I was like, yo.
So is he getting like, if he needs a rescue, do they hurt his pay or something? Like, why is it so bad?
So what they'll do if you get rescued too often, or if you're constantly coming back late,
Yeah.
You'll pull up at the beginning of the day, and they'll be like, "Oh, today you have a rescue route, or you have a different type of route." And basically, if that happens, you don't actually have a route that day, and you'll just go out and like rescue people for a couple hours and then come back early. So you just get less hours.
I see. You should let hours.
Yeah, and if it keeps happening, sometimes they'll pull up and be like, "Yeah, I got nothing for you."
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
What's even worse is one time I ran into a guy who he lived out like where we deliver at, and he was just getting back, and he was like, "Yeah, man, they sent me back. I guess I don't know, they didn't have enough routes for me today." And I was like, in my head I was like, this guy drove 2 hours, I mean like going down and then coming back, just to get nothing. Like that's so tough.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, very tough. But that's kind of like the whole thing. If they don't really actually give a fuck about the individual,
Right, they're just
who's
churning
there,
through
because
them.
they know that they'll probably be gone in a little bit anyway.
Yeah. All right, so tell me about the day-to-day. Like, here's my big question: is you're driving mostly alone, right? This is not a job where you have a lot of people to talk to.
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to listen to podcasts or streams?
Yes,
Or
I'll say that's if you can do that, I would blow my shit off rough.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of Hassan. I gotta say, that guy's got so many fucking videos. It's
Ever
insane.
since you saw the package, you're watching a lot more Hassan. You saw the photo, and suddenly you're.
Who's to say?
That's
Who's to
crazy.
say?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you uploaded more. You know.
Yeah.
I'm saying
I'll
maybe
tell
just get
Quack
2 a
to
day.
work on it. We'll try to do 2 a day. We'll try to move on it. That's funny.
No, but you can listen to music. You can listen to whatever. They don't care. Some people will even like be on calls literally the whole day. You know, doing what you can do whatever. That's the one savior. That's the one savior. You get to just be by yourself and work on your own, which I do like actually.
Right.
I
think
that part's
that's
nice.
kind of a decent part of it. The only problem is it sounds like every minute is so scheduled. You're not get a lot of time to like you're constantly stopping, I would assume.
Yeah, no, you're never constantly stopping. So my strat, especially at the beginning, cause it's the drive there is so long, is I just find like a long video or a long podcast.
Yeah.
And then I'll put that on, make sure it's long enough to get through the whole thing. Cause they're extremely strict about like using your phone or even being distracted. Like you're not allowed to have your hands off you have to have 2 hands on the wheel at all times.
Are you
If you have
monitored?
one
Is
hand
there a
off for
camera
too
on you?
long- Yes, here I have a picture of it.
Oh, I want to see. So you're constantly being monitored. And if you take your hands off the wheel, That's crazy.
Yeah, if you take your hands off the wheel, like if you have water there, you can't drink, or you can't like take a little bite of your chips in the cup holder. Yeah, no, nothing. You just gotta hands on the wheel, looking forward. Even if you put your phone in like the cup holder, if they see you looking down at it, it'll ding you for that.
Really? And when you say
Yeah.
ding, like what does that look
So
like?
you'll get an alert, is what it's considered. Like, so there's, running a red light, speeding, stop, like not failing to stop at a stop sign, like basically just all the regular rules of the road. If the van catches you not following it, it'll upload it to your dispatch person, or to, honestly, I don't know who the fuck. I'm pretty sure it's your dispatch person. They'll see it. And then they will like message you and be like, "Hey man, just saw you ran that stop sign."
Sad face.
Don't do that shit.
Sad
And
emoji.
basically, if it happens enough, you'll get dropped. You'll get cut.
Not cool, buddy.
Yeah. And also the dispatches themselves are all technically their own. They're their own little companies that just are working for Amazon. So Amazon, if you get too many dings, they'll be like, "Oh, your dispatch sucks, bro." So, I don't know exactly how it works. If they can like, I don't know if this is just my dispatch person trying to make sure that we don't get alerts or not.
Right.
But they were talking about how if you get too many alerts, sometimes that Amazon themselves will dock the pay from to the dispatch.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean,
Yeah.
that would make total sense to me that Amazon puts a middleman company between them and the drivers, so they can blame everything on them if anything goes wrong.
Yep.
And they can cut them loose. That would be 100%. That would track a lot. I don't know if that's the case, but that would make a lot of sense.
Also, it's messed up because our place, they had to change their name because they had Prime in their name before, and Amazon was like, "You cannot have that shit in your name. You got to change it." so now we have a different name.
Maybe Logan Paul sent a message. I tried to shut him down.
Yeah.
Okay, so the good part is only that you get to listen to stuff and like get some solitary time to like get good content, but everything else kind of seems kind of bad. Is there anything better? Like, what else is good?
Yes, I'll say something funny that happened. One day I had a rental van, and they don't come with the cameras like pre-installed or anything. Like whoever's the guy who takes care of all the vans has to install them.
Okay.
And one day I got a rental van that did not have it didn't have a camera in there, but it did have this. Here, let me show you the picture I took of myself in front of it. It was just a 1984 Big Brother is watching you with the eye. And I just thought it was funny. That's why I took the picture of it. I was like, that's fucking funny. Like, whatever, we got like I get it. But then throughout this day, since there was no camera, I was like, okay, I'll drink my drink while I'm driving.
Yeah.
I'll drink my drink. I'll eat some chips. I will
I'll
not be
smile.
I'll smile wide.
I'll take a peek at Hassan's pictures.
Literally, I don't know how the fuck they tracked it. They caught all of them.
Wait,
They
what?
caught everything that I did. And I
They
had
had a
like a
hidden
negative
camera?
rating that day. I was like, what the fuck? There wasn't even a camera in there.
There must have been a camera. How are they catching you?
I don't know. I looked because when I first got in, I was like, oh, there's no camera. I was like, I wonder if it's anywhere else. No, I looked around. It wasn't in there.
Dude, that's
I don't know what
fucked
happened.
up. That's crazy.
I don't know
The
how
camera
they knew.
in the poster? That shit's wild.
Yeah, I don't know what went on there. But yeah, I had a bad day that day.
Wait, I got a question for you. So there's some new technology supposed to be rolling out to drivers where they have
yes.
glasses. They have glasses.
I was actually looking at that earlier today.
Okay.
And right before.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, we are not getting that shit. There's no Amazon rolling that shit out to like more than one, like whatever test group at a time.
Yeah.
It takes so fucking long. We probably won't have electric vans at our place until in the next like. It'll probably
years.
Because I talked to the
Talk to it, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brain rot. I talked to the like manager guy when I first got there, because in the training they have like a whole like section on how to plug in the electric vans and how they work and how to do this and that.
Yeah.
And I was like, so do we have any electric vans at our place? And the guy was like, no, we probably won't have any for like 5 years or so.
Yeah, I mean, is there even a lot of chargers in Texas? It would be kind of tough.
No, yeah, that's what it's like. Yeah. It's like just not set up for getting new stuff. Like the way that all the vans are parked, they're not even in a way where you could. I don't even know. They'd have to like rebuild the whole floor in there to get chargers.
I mean, Texas loves oil, man. I don't know if they're gonna switch anytime soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so not glasses, but what about the thing in the van that shines a green light on every package you're supposed to pick up? Have you seen that?
There's no fucking way that's gonna work. Here, actually, that's something that here. Let me show you a picture of what the inside of my van looked like today.
All right, I'm excited. It's funny to hear this because you see this stuff and you're like, well, it looks kind of cool, I guess. And then you hear from someone that actually works there and like, yeah, this fucking sucks. It's like doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll work, but what are they gonna show when my package is in the fucking way back there? And also, look at the way most of the packages come is in these big little bin things right here.
Yeah.
Here, I took a picture of the inside of one. This is how they come.
Oh yeah, how the fuck are they gonna shine a light on the?
Yeah, I have no idea how. I just don't. I don't think that part
is it a huge pain in the ass then to find the packages every time?
It is a little bit. So the way it's kind of streamlined is, you're like, everything that's in like one bag. So like, when you first show up, it'll be like your package is number 230 and it's in bag blue 14. So you know it's in this bag.
Okay.
And then pretty much all the blue 14 packages will be at one time. Except for sometimes when the app messes up and in the middle it'll tell you to get packages from a different bag, which is very annoying.
I see. Is it packed like front to back to where you're picking up blue stuff first and it goes to a different color or whatever? And
so that's the thing, you have to pack it yourself.
Oh.
So it's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. Basically, so it's literally like a fucking it's kind of cool. I get to LARP like I'm in some like dystopian future, except for it's not LARP. Because like all of the I didn't save the picture of it, but it's basically like a huge pad and all of the vans like line up like just rows and rows of vans.
Yeah.
All line up, and then it'll be like pad 1, go, 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 and they'll blow like the whistle, and then everyone gets out, and you go inside of the building that has all the carts.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, you have 3 carts today, or you have 4 carts today, and they have.
This is like an AI voice talking.
Like 9. Sorry.
It's like a computer voice talking.
No, it's a regular guy.
Okay.
But so there will be big old carts. I tried to take a picture of them.
Yeah.
But I wasn't able to because you are on a time limit. You got 20 minutes to load your van, pretty much.
Oh shit.
And that's from getting out, grabbing the carts, and then bringing them down. But for a good size, to show how big they are,
yeah.
There's 9 of these fit on one cart. 9 of those of these big old
damn
bags.
I guess what I'm saying is like, so if you don't pack it the right way or whatever, and you get in,
yeah, you're fucked.
You get to a house and it's like, get the package in the back. You have to crawl through all of that to try and find the right thing, and that seems fucking crazy. This feels like a bad system.
You have to. That's kind of the main thing that the person who train like on your training day, like the biggest thing they did for me is just giving you a streamlined way of. Sorry, different scene. Oh, fuck, what was I saying?
You're saying he taught you different. The guy who trained you taught you a different system.
Yeah. They'll show you the system for how they load their van, and if they're training you, they've been there long enough that they know what they're doing. So you pretty much just copy what they did, and then you'll slowly make your own way. But you can pack it however you want. I packed when I packed this one out today.
Yeah.
It was rough because I had 4 things, so I had to go up and down 4 times to grab my my stuff.
Yeah.
So by the time I actually got back, it's like you had 10 minutes left to actually put everything in there.
So is this shit just exhausting? I mean,
yeah. This is definitely when I get the sweatiest. I think is at the beginning. I also though I sweat really easily, so I feel like it's kind of hard for
I
me
do
to.
know that about you.
That wasn't, you were supposed to laugh. I was just talking. What are you
No,
laughing about?
I'm laughing because I've seen you sweat, dude. You sweated just walking around fucking
Okay.
at the concert. We were just walking,
Okay.
bro. We were getting food. Yeah,
I know
okay.
this was a bullying session, but whatever.
Yeah, this is where I bully Amazon delivery drivers. A new segment I started. So, streamer bullies people working harder jobs than him.
Honestly, I feel like that's a good segment.
Yeah, it could. I think it really has legs. I think this could be really good. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's fascinating, but I feel kind of bad. It's like sounds fucking tough. I assume you're. I mean, you've survived 34 days, which is longer than a lot of people. I assume. Maybe you got a rhythm to it.
I mean,
but
it's tough, but like, you know, you gotta. I mean, you gotta lock in and just do it. I don't know. I feel like probably what does happen for people who end up staying longer or end up being there for a while is because, like me, I didn't really have a choice. You know what I mean? I had to fucking pay my rent and shit. I had to find something. And you get in real easy. So, you know, and the pay, like, it's not terrible. It's $21.50 an hour is what I get.
yeah, right.
So
What about
I mean,
overtime?
not
Is it
bad.
like if you ever they don't never allow it, or like do you get overtime?
So they do technically allow it, but not more than like one extra day, because each day is 10 hours. So you only work 4 days a week. You technically can, but usually they try not to do that because if you don't get your rest days in between, it's tough.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Like today was the hardest day I had anyway, but it was also the 4th day in a row, so it was extra tough because
So you got a break. You got a break for 3 days.
Yeah, you get 3 days off in a row, which is pretty. I like that part. Except for also sometimes it's too many days off in a row, and I'm like, oh, I get to fucking chill out. And then like all of a sudden it's day 3, and all I've done has been chilling, and I'm like, fuck.
Right, because you got to recoup from fucking 4 days of grind, and then I'm sure the Monday or whatever hits like a truck. The first one back.
Yeah, it is pretty tough, especially because like my first day is always Sunday, so it's like I don't even get to have like my shitty weekend day where the workday is coming up is Saturday. I don't get any regular weekend days.
Right.
I've gotta.
Do you know if So my dad worked Amazon at the warehouse and said that was pretty tough. Do you know if there's like a ranking of what's the hardest? Like, do you know if drivers easier or better than warehouse, or what's the? Have you talked to anybody, or do you know?
I don't know. There's not really time to talk to the warehouse employees, so I'm not sure.
It's crazy how little time there is to do anything.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really know what they are actually doing day to day. I heard, although I did hear today, they went over the intercom and were like, guys, we're moving at 15,000 packages every 10 minutes. Let's go. We're doing this. We're doing good. I was like, holy fuck, 15,000. Like, I was like,
why would that be inspiring to me as a warehouse worker? Why am I happy that Amazon's moving 15,000 packages a minute? Like what?
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, it's funny. They do so much of like the oh, we're having a pizza party, guys. Isn't this awesome? Funnily enough, today there was a food truck at the end of the day for everyone when you got off.
Okay.
Except for all the routes were super long and we were kind of it was slow getting out.
Yeah.
So actually no one finished by the time we were supposed to. So when we all get back, the food truck was just gone already. No one got anything. And I'll say I got lucky. My route was only 169, and most people had like 180s, 190s
That's
today.
crazy.
So I was the first one back, and it was already an hour late.
So they told you about this food truck. You're the first one back, and there's no food truck, and nobody got it.
I mean, I'm sure some people did because there's different, all the different. There's like 3
That's crazy,
separate dispatches that all they have different areas, and some of them start earlier or later. So I'm sure at least some people got it, but my dispatch, we did not get shit.
That's fucked up, dude. I'd be mad.
But that's all right. I'm sure the burger was fucking amazing and awesome. Or whatever.
All right. Well, anything else you want to let us know about the Amazon thing? I mean, this is eye-opening, I think, for a lot of people to get, more realities. What's
I'll
up?
say if you're the type of person who lives on a third story, don't order 8 packages at once. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You made me walk up 3 flights of stairs twice with all this shit. Especially, hey, you know who you are. You know who you are. Your apartment number is 325.
Whoa, relax. We can't. No, we're not gonna say any apartment numbers. Cut that out. No, we don't need to say any apartment numbers here. We don't need to dox anybody for having. Can I ask you a question? This is an honest question. Not that this is like a benefit, but do you feel like you're getting a workout? Do you feel like you're like?
Yeah, that part's chill. I like that, especially because you're. I don't know if encourage is the right word, but if you don't run, I don't know if you're delivering them.
I mean, you look like you actually are in better shape than when I last talked to you before the job. I mean, you actually looks like it's.
Yeah, I haven't checked, but it is. You definitely do get. I mean, you're definitely getting over 10,000 steps every day.
That's interesting.
Sure.
That's interesting. That's funny.
Yeah. Also, I knew it was like a fucking thing in like movies or whatever, but dogs really fucking hate you when you're wearing a delivery outfit. It's crazy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I've had multiple run-ins with dogs where they're like I've had to literally Scooby-Doo run away from a dog that was sitting in a driveway. Cause sometimes you'll get like a not so nice area.
Yeah.
And there's just like there's like just shit everywhere, and like randomly there will be dogs that are like just not chained up or just completely out. I ran into a dog from it looked like it was straight out of what's that fucking boomer ass baseball movie?
Oh, I don't know. I only watched TikTok.
Sandlot.
Sandlot.
The dog
okay.
Sandlot.
Yeah, I got you.
Like that. And I saw him from across, and sometimes they're friendly, and I don't want to. It slows you down when there's a dog because now you can't deliver the package, and you got to try and call the whoever you're delivering for and being like, hey, there's a dog outside. Can you secure it? Is it your dog? Whatever. So sometimes if the dog looks chill or if it's like a small dog, I'm like, whatever. I'm just delivering the package anyway. So I saw this one, and like he looked like nice enough when he was sitting down.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw me, bro is growling, slobber. He has his eyes are 2 different colors. Like it is scary as fuck. And he gets up and starts chasing. I literally was like, that might be the most scared. That might be the most like as far as like being in physical danger I've ever been.
That's fucking scary. The dog will bite the shit out of you.
Yeah, unironically, I tried to run and I couldn't for the first few seconds because my legs were moving so fast. I was literally like Scooby-Doo running.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
So I've run into a couple dogs like that, and then it's funny because every time, pretty much, the owner will come out and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry about him. It's okay.
He's so sweet."
Like, bro, almost ripped my trachea out. What are we doing?
He never bites. Yeah, that's Princess. He doesn't bite.
So that part's tough, and also just in general, like I know they had a whole announcement about it, but there was one of our drivers was in the same area as a shooting last night.
Okay.
And they're like, yep, that happens sometimes. Just like, swerve it. You got it.
Just fucking swerve it.
Especially because now with daylight savings, it gets dark so early. It gets dark by 5:30, and again, another reason why I don't think we're ever seeing those glasses. We were supposed to get little headlamps or like little lamps you clip on to your vest.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, Amazon's having trouble getting them out. I don't know. Like we were supposed to get them literally a month ago.
Amazon gets 100 million packages out a day, but they can't get headlamps delivered to you.
That's what I'm saying. And also, it speaks to this. The dispatches themselves are the ones who have to like buy and replace the phones and
that's so interesting.
The chargers and the cords, everything. So like, I don't know. They it seems like what they actually provide is not very much in general. Just
I didn't know this. I'm just now finding out from you, but I think this is true that a lot of the delivery is done by a third-party logistics company that Amazon is paying and putting all the problems onto, and then they have to figure it out. And like that's what that sounds. I think that's true. I'm gonna check and confirm. I have to look into it, but that would make so much sense, and that makes more sense than Amazon owning all of the. That's interesting. All right. Well,
Yeah.
who dat? I mean, I appreciate you walking me through this and chat. I'm sure you've helped some people avoid taking this job or thinking about doing it. And maybe to some people, it sounds like that's up their alley, what they're looking for.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad as long as you like are strong and don't mind running and don't mind feeling like a robot.
That's the saddest thing I ever heard in my whole life. Who dat? That was the saddest sentence I ever heard in my whole life. You just broke my heart live on stream. That was crazy. I can't. That was the. I mean, if you were an actor, that would be an Oscar-worthy performance. But that was raw and real. I feel so bad, dude. You know what this reminds me of? There was a story. I don't know if you're quite there, but I want you to hear this and then tell me how close it is to your reality. There was a science fiction story I read back in the day that said that when AI comes, it'll be cheaper than robots, and robots will be too hard to make. So instead of making robots that do all the tasks, they're going to put a headset on everybody that's going to tell you exactly what to do minute to minute for the whole day of the job. And you're just going to turn your brain off and do that. Are they getting close to that? Is that what you feel like?
I mean, honestly, the work is like, it's not like anything you actually do is hard. So half the time, like, I just completely zone out. It's almost like, sometimes when you're driving, you'll like, all of a sudden you're at your destination and you're like, oh, damn.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I kind of do that with this. Like, I'll be so like, I don't know, I'll be listening to freaking The Yard or whatever the hell.
Sure.
And I'll be so like just locked into listening to that like I'll realize that I haven't even paid attention to, what I've been doing.
Right,
like,
right. You hit
and
three
also
kids.
the phone, but it's also because the phone will stop you anytime you do anything wrong. Like if you're not in the exact, like GPS knows if you're at the right house or not.
Yeah.
So if you show up, if you're at the house across, it'll be like, oh, you can't deliver here.
I guess what I'm saying is like, so there's that, and then you said it's not gonna happen, but imagine a world where you're wearing glasses that have every route you take on the ground, and it lights up the package, and your brain is off the entire day. You are literally there's not thinking.
Yeah, I feel like
I
that
wonder
is the one part of the glasses I feel like can work. So I like, especially that combined with whatever the hell else they eventually add.
Yeah.
I feel like it's definitely getting to that point for sure, where it's like it's like you don't have much control of like doing it. It's as much as you're on your own, you got to do it their way. And it's like
yeah. I don't know.
Especially with how much they watch you. Also, it's like, because they'll notice, like if you sit for too long, they'll call you and be like, hey, or if you're behind, they'll call you and be like, yo, you're behind on this, like pick up the pace or whatever, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's fun. I love Amazon. It's so awesome. Shout out Jeff Bezos.
Use this clip. This is the clip we put on YouTube. This is the clip right here. Bro, I sincerely appreciate you sharing those. I think this is eye-opening for a lot of people, and is just good to hear about. I want everyone in chat to check out your stream. Go to whodat950. Give them a follow. Obviously, I assume tougher to stream after a fucking exhausting workday.
It definitely is a little bit, especially coupled with the fact that you get off so late. It's like tough for that. But I will say, I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight. It depends. But it is Thanksgiving. There's a Who Dat tradition of every Thanksgiving we watch the Thanksgiving movie. So yeah, I'm gonna do that soon.
What is
it? You don't know that? You don't know about the movie where they go back in time to get turkeys off the menu?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, they go back in time to get turkey off the menu.
What is this movie?
Freebirds? You want to watch it tonight? You want to watch Freebirds on my stream?
Hey, tell me when you're doing it. I mean, you don't have to do it tonight because it's not Thanksgiving, right? I'll raid you. We'll do it.
Papa Gummy and lock in.
Papa Gummy and lock in. Yeah, I'm down. We should watch Freebirds. But I can't do it tonight. I'm doing House after this, and then I fucking end because Ari's parents are here.
Schmouse. I'm just saying.
Amen, brother. It's a tradition, though. Freebirds. Is this some kind of Zoomer animated movie? Is what I'm...
No,
Is this
dude,
like Barnyard or something?
I would never love a Zoomer animated movie. That does not sound like me at all.
Did you buy the Freebirds Nintendo DS game when you were a kid and fucking?
No, of course not. It's just the movie's just that good.
I see. Okay.
It's peak.
Well, speaking of peak, this interview was peak. Thank you, Houdat, for coming on stream. Can I get some sevens for Houdat950 for sharing, for going deep undercover and doing the world's first episode of Undercover Employee, and bringing us the behind the scenes information to understand our world today. And you got to come back on as more happens. By the way,
yeah, the holidays are about. I've had to eat. I'm not gonna lie. It's been compared to. They keep talking about how it's gonna get fucking crazy.
Yeah.
During the holidays, like starting. I mean, it's Black Friday tomorrow. So,
yeah.
And
so my dad quit during the holiday. He quit around Christmas because he said it got incredibly insane, and he was working the night shift, and it was insane hours, and they didn't give him Christmas off, and he just got so mad that he quit. So if you make it through the holidays, you've probably got through the toughest time. I can't imagine.
I forgot to mention, you're not allowed to take off during the holidays at all. It's like it started like a couple, I think it was last week.
Yeah.
Then till the end of January, we're not allowed,
till the end of January?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
No time off. But hey, we don't deliver on Christmas Day. Woo! Yes.
Jeff Bezos. Can we get a Jeff Bezos chant in chat? He is my goat.
Honestly, we don't work hard enough.
I was going to say that, dude. I was actually going to end by saying that. It sounds like, based on everything you've told me, you're kind of lazy. And like you're clearly...
Yeah, it's why I am lazy.
It feels like you're robbing Jeff Bezos in a way.
I'm robbing Jeff. Honestly, I should be paying them to drive that prestigious Amazon van. It smells like piss.
He finally gets it, folks. We've made progress today. We've helped one worker understand the importance of doing more for their employer. This is powerful stuff. Thanks, Houdat, for coming on. I really appreciate that. Chat appreciates it, and we'll have to bring you on again for more updates.
Later,
Gator.
Sounds good.
That was Houdat950, folks. That was awesome. I mean, it's sad, but it was awesome. It was cool to hear from him. I'm going to make sure that we cut around that address part and anything else that could be inflammatory if we upload this. I don't want him to get in trouble. Although, it does sound like he wants to quit. We'll see. We could also blur his face or something. What was everyone spamming the number? 329? Oh, you done. Relax. And by the way, if anyone else is working a job, I mean, we do job interviews all the time. Not all the time, but with this chat. But if you want to do a deeper thing where you come on camera and show us some pictures and explain things people might not know about your job, then we could do that. I think that would be really interesting. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoyed that. I enjoyed learning about that. There was questions I had that I got answered that I've always wanted to know about that job. And definitely check out Houdat's stream. Guy is hilarious and a good dude and is trying to fucking make it work. Now it is 9:05, and usually I end around 10, and so we have an hour, and so I want to watch House MD, is what I was thinking of. House MD. A little Casa. Is what I was thinking of for today, because it'll be fun with chat and a good time. And you know, it's like I always say, it's like, maybe I could talk to Houdat about this, but like, there are jobs that are harder than what he has. For example, my job, I am forced to watch House MD while eating snacks and streaming. And it's like that is mentally, that is like one of the most difficult, taxing things in the world. Forced. And you know what? You know what's crazy? He talks about being watched all the time. I have 3,700 bosses that yell at me if I don't watch it right, if I don't react hard enough, if I don't, do you know what I'm saying? They're all alert. And if I don't watch House, and if I want to end after my first one, no breaks. Uno mas. It's fucking crazy. It's like, it's literally, streamers have it rough, dude. People don't. I honestly think we should start some sort of charity for streamers. And if you want to support this charity, just give a prime. Just give a prime. You know, I'll give whatever the clip video makes. I'm giving to Houdat because I think he did all the work for that, and that was pretty fun. Okay. Corgi Loafer, thank you for the 8 months. Let's go to house. I'm gonna play the ad song, and I'm gonna run an ad, and you guys can get some snacks and some drinks, and then we'll watch some house together. Usually a pretty fun time with chat. We are getting near the end.